Key takeaways from Europe's emergency summit on Ukraine. European Union leaders have convened for an emergency summit in Brussels to address escalating security concerns after the suspension of United States military aid to Ukraine. During the summit, European leaders have primarily focused on strengthening their defense commitments and ensuring continued support for Ukraine. The gathering is the first summit of the 27 nations since an explosive meeting at the White House in Washington, D.C. last week between U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky. The Trump administration has since announced a freeze on military aid and suspended intelligence sharing with Ukraine, decisions that could have dire consequences for Ukraine's war efforts. Al Jazeera's Natasha Butler, reporting from Brussels, said there is a real fear among EU leaders that the U.S. is changing course when it comes to support for Ukraine. There's a real fear that the U.S. could step away and leave Europe vulnerable to Russian aggression, she said. Among the attendees in Brussels were President Zelensky, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, European Council President Antonio Costa, and French President Emmanuel Macron, who in remarks on Wednesday said Russia is no longer just threatening Ukraine, but is also potentially now a serious threat to Europe.